Wyatt here. We're at the Trunk or Treat, Ruskin, Florida. We got some cars over here. And as you can see, we got this Mustang behind us. What's your name, brother?
John Fisher.
John Fisher. All right, Skeeter Wyatt here. We got this black Mazda next to us, but there's something special about it. What's your name, brother?
My name's Don.
Don. Skeeter Wyatt, man.
Steve, how you doing? Good to meet you.
Skeeter Wyatt.
Skeeter.
That's right, like Mo Skeeter. All right, Skeeter Wyatt here. And it is my honor and pleasure to talk to a fellow second-gen Camaro owner. Not only is it a second-gen, but it's a Type LT. What's your name, brother?
Alan Hathaway.
Alan Hathaway. All right, Skeeter Wyatt here. We got this big body car behind us. What's your name, brother? Ernie Mado. Skeeter Wyatt here. We got this this German vehicle behind us, but you know there's something a little different about it. And what's your name, brother? Al. Skeeter Wyatt, man.
66 Mustang, 408, C4 tranny, Ford 9-inch, Ford 11 gears, fuel cell, half cage.
It's a 5.7 liter, got a cam and headers, and it puts out about 400 horsepower. Well, it's got a Chevrolet transmission and it's got a Ford rear end in it with 500 horsepower axles.
When I found it, it had been sitting in a heated air-conditioned garage for 25 years. And I got it out of the garage, and it's almost all original. Original air conditioning works. It's a great car.
It's a 62 SS Impala. It's a remake of one I had 53 years ago when I was in high school. I bought this car in 16, did about a 3.5-year restoration on it. 4-wheel disc brakes, tubular A-frames. I had to change all the floors, rockers, had all the chrome reworked on it.
Well, I'm not sure it's a German vehicle. It's more like a GMW.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I try. It's a 92 BMW. Used to be a 735. Now it's got a 383 small block in it. Got the car on the road in 2007. I've been driving it for 15 years now.
Cut out the shock towers, put a Mustang 2 independent front suspension in her.
You got a Mustang 2 front suspension. Just letting you know, anytime a Mustang races me, it's always number 2. You know what I'm saying, brother?
I hear you.
Man, that's a little go-kart, brother, man. You be doing a little slipping and sliding around there?
Yeah, there's no traction control, so I can spin the tires at 30. So you gotta have a lot of respect for it.
Right, well, the only way I would respect a Mazda if it's a Chevrolet's engine in it, you know what I mean?
He had to get permission from his wife to sell it to me.
I can't relate. I've never needed permission to do anything in my life. I just do whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I duplicated the car I had in high school. This is what I used to drive around in 1969 when I was a senior in high school.
69, nice. Now you said this is a long-term restoration, but you said it took about 3.5 years?
Yeah.
Well, hell, brother, I've had court cases went longer than that, man. That ain't no long-term to me.
It was originally a GM tune port, and they didn't really make any horsepower.
Well, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. They call it tune port injection, but I called it toilet paper injection, brother, because it was straight doo-doo, you know what I'm saying?
And how much experience do you have with that?
I got, with toilet paper or with slow cars? Because I ain't got no experience with slow cars because all my cars haul ass. But with toilet paper, brother, you have no idea. Them trailer park, opossums I've been picking up off the side of the road, I get the bubble guts off them, you know what I'm saying?
If you say so.
What would you say this color is?
This is a 2012 Mustang GT color. It's sterling gray. When I was painting it, deciding what kind of colors I was going to go, I'm like, let's put a new color on an old school car rather than your reds, whites, yellows, your typical standard colors.
I was going to have to dock you some points if you said red, white, and blue, but red, white, and yellow, that's fine. You saved that at the end there. Now, I usually call this gunmetal gray, but that's because I got guns. So what's the point of the build? What's your idea? What you want to do with it?
Well, it's just fun to drive. It's an entertaining car to drive. And it's got air conditioning. It's Florida after all, so.
Well, listen, I don't got no air conditioning, but that's because I'm too cool to sweat. You know what I mean?
Well, I wish I was like you.
Yeah, everybody does, man. That's cool, brother. That's cool, brother. You do any burnouts in this thing?
No, I don't.
Well, I'm going to have to dock you some points right there, brother. That's what I live for.
Well, I'm sure they're fun. You're encouraging me to try it now.
I am encouraging. I'm a very persuasive individual. You know what I mean? It's the reason I got 9 kids with 8 different women. You know what I'm saying?
Good for you.
It is good for me. It's actually terrible for my bank account, but that's all good. How long is this car?
Yeah, it's about 17 feet.
About 17 feet. This thing is a landy hatchet. You said you got a cell phone in there?
Factory equipment.
Damn, that thing's bigger than my first cell phone, man. I usually use that as like curl weights. You know what I'm saying? I got a 1978 Chevrolet Camaro Type LT with the Mullet Drive 305. You think you beat that in a race?
Probably.
You couldn't do nothing, brother.
I could probably get beat by a V6 Mustang off the line because all I do is spin the tires.
That's the thing, brother. I got nothing but traction. Listen, man, I got a couple 300-pound trailer park efforts. I always throw them in the trunk. That way I just scooting and booting, brother.
There you go. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You got it done.
Let's go. There we go. See, these people just don't want to race me. They just keep avoiding. I keep asking, and they keep backing out, brother.
Yeah. Can't blame them.
Can't blame them. You know what I mean?
And he says, don't touch a single belt or a single hose because they will crumble right up. And certainly I put my finger right through one of the hoses.
I'm pretty good at putting my finger through hose too, but you know, I think it's in a different context. Them Impalas, it sits pretty low, man. I feel like I'm in a Dr. Dre video. You doing any little front, back, side to side action in this thing?
No, it doesn't have airbags or anything, you know.
I'm disappointed, man. I was expecting this thing to be hopping and jumping and doing a...
Up and down, yeah, no.
Is that your only cell phone? Is that how you avoid all these ladies trying to give you calls and, you know what I mean, how you avoid paying child support?
Well, I got away from child support about 30 years ago, so I'm good with that.
Well, how'd you do that? I got to take some notes, man, because I'm underwater right now, brother.
It takes time. It takes time. You gotta wait them out.
Gotta wait. Well, that ain't how Skeeter Wyatt does it, man. I need a solution right now, so I'm gonna have to talk to somebody else about that. What's the longest burnout you ever done?
250, 300 foot.
250, 300 foot, bro. You got a little bit to catch up to me, but I can respect that. Can we see you doing a burnout leaving the show today?
Sure.
Sure? Well, hell, man, he's an old school Mustang guy, but he's got the spirit of the new school Mustang guys. Just make sure to steer clear of all pedestrians and other cars, because we've seen in videos of the new school Mustang guys. So, you know, just I'll put the warning out for you, brother.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, anything else you want to say about the car?
No, I think we're good, bro.
All right, appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir. Take care.